Hi, I'm Cari. I'm the Arts and Crafts Coordinator here at Camp Ohiyesa. I'm from Leeds, England, and this is my second summer here at camp. I originally applied to work at a summer camp back in 2020, but then obviously the world changed for quite a bit and we couldn't travel, and it'd always been something that I wanted to do. I've had family members who 40 years ago did camp and are still friends with all the camp counsellors that they made friends with during their time at camp. It's always just been something that appeals to me, both working with children, travelling and being able to meet lots of new people. So it's kind of a great combination of all of those aspects for me. So I would say no 2 days are ever the same here at camp. From the very start of the week, the main focus of a counsellor is to build relationships and friendships with the campers, to make sure that all of the campers are A, getting on and B, having fun. And that sort of rapport and relationship comes from them trusting you. So that trust, for me at first, it's all about their safety and making sure they know they feel safe with you and they feel safe in their cabin. The activities start pretty much straight away. For some groups that'll be out on the lake, out on the high ropes course, down with me in arts and crafts. And then of course in the afternoon we always have our water time. So we're going to be out there in the afternoons, which is always a fan favourite of the kids. And then after dinner we'll always have our evening activities. Sometimes that's capture the flag, and then campfire would often be in the evenings, which is a great time for the kids to see our wonderful acting and singing skills with our skits and songs. And of course followed by everyone's favourite part, s'mores. And then settled back into the cabins for the evening. So I had a cabin last summer who were the oldest girls' cabin, and the first day when the kids get here and we go down to waterfront and we do the swim tests, and that's just to see kids' abilities for swimming for the rest of the week. And I had 2 kids in my cabin who were really nervous about the swim test, and that first day they decided they didn't want to do it. And that night in our cabin everyone was kind of overviewing the day, and the next day we all went to swimming, go down to waterfront, and my cabin came up to me and asked me if they could create a line to help them do the swim test. So my whole cabin, except the 2 girls that were nervous about swimming, created a line with their arms outwards so that none of the kids could intrude on the swim test, so that they could have that space to do it. They cheered them on the full time, and by the end of it all the kids at waterfront were cheering on the 2 girls from my cabin. And they did it, and they did the swim test, and then they had the great week in the water. And at the end of the week, all they talked about was how fun, water time was for them, and they went down the slide, and yeah, that was really stuck out as like what camp is all about for me. From the very get-go, making sure that they know that during their time here at camp, we're each other's support system, and we're also each other's cheerleaders. Just like the swimming, we're cheering each other on, and I think that is sort of the bedrock of all of the friendships here at camp. I think what makes Camp Ohiyesa special for me is the community that we have here, as well as domestic and international staff. We have kids who've been coming here for years, whose parents came here, whose grandparents came here. So there's a real rich history with this camp of inclusion. Everyone is welcome. You can feel that as soon as you step onto the grounds, but also just fun. Whenever you call home or talk to friends and family, no one quite gets it unless you're here. So I think that really is sort of that bonding experience that you don't have anything else like it. There's no other job in the world that's quite like this. So it was definitely a scary experience at first, but looking back now, it's the best experience I've had. Everywhere you go on camp, you can see the kids just having the time of their lives. And what's the most rewarding experience for counsellors, but also campers as well, is they know that these memories they make here at Ohiyesa are memories that are going to last a lifetime, and the memories they're going to pass down to their kids, and maybe an experience they're going to pass down to their kids of coming here too.